what's up, everybody? Welcome back for another live Q&A / podcast. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do, so we can see what we have in the building. Shout out to my Sync Producer Hub members in the building on the member-only link. If you guys have any questions as a member, or you want to come up on audio or video, just let me know by raising your hand in the Zoom, and I'll bring you up. Otherwise, you can just type your questions in the chat. Same for my YouTube people. Just type your questions in the chat. Hopefully, everybody has had a productive week. These weeks are going faster and faster. It'll be 2025 before we know it. So if you haven't been taking action and getting your music placed in TV and film or doing something, it don't even have to be sync. Just I hope you're doing something with your music, because the year's almost over. So yeah, let me see. We got G-Fi in the building from Cali. I see you, bro. We got Christopher Butler from Chicago. What's up, Christopher? Let me see. Definitely came across some interesting news that I'm excited to share. Yeah, so we'll dig into that. Let's start off like we normally do with some wins, man. From the community, Sync Producer Hub community. Got a couple wins this week. Plus One. Congrats to Plus One. Just landed his first TV placement. He says, just landed my first placement for an IKEA commercial campaign. Excited to know that this is all really possible. I don't know what I would have done without the Sync Producer Hub. That's awesome. Congrats, Plus One. I mean, that's just... Listen, man, you did the work, and shout out to everybody just in the community, just encouraging one another. Obviously, the information is there in the form of courses, but I think like 90% of the value just comes from the people who are inside this community, man, just kind of cheering you on, supporting you. We talk about our addictions to plugins and gear and all of that stuff, man. So it's just dope to have a space where you can just be yourself and share that and share your wins, man, because this motivates everyone else who's on this same journey to getting their music placed in TV and film, and just giving their music purpose and figuring out a way to take that unused music from the computer and monetizing it in a way that's just, I know for me personally, man, it's just super fulfilling. So that's exciting for the first placement to be a commercial campaign that's massive, man. So excited for you, Plus One. We got another win, from Miguel inside the community. Says, I'm composing a Latin urban album. He says, so I don't know if they heard my music or what, but a library emailed me and they want me to compose a full album with lyrics, focus on Latin urban reggaeton with just my vocals on them. Seems like they're doing some sort of quote unquote our artist section where they feature the music we specify in. This could potentially lead to some placements in the long run. Again, congrats to Miguel. I gotta start DJ horning. That didn't come out right at all. I need to start using the DJ horn for these wins, man. Congrats to Miguel. That's dope. Just putting together a full album for a publisher is awesome. You know, I have yet to like produce an album for a publisher and it not lead to some type of placement. So that's exciting, man. Especially with vocals, like that should lead to a lot of dope opportunities. So super dope, man. Super dope. Janelle is in the building. What's up, Janelle? Miguel says our mega win will be reaching to level 7. I know, right? Level 7. So for those who don't know, level 7 inside the Sync Producer Hub, inside of our community, is a crazy level. To like, if you reach level 7, you get Sync Producer Hub free forever. It's insane. Honestly, I don't know if I was half delusional when I decided to make this an unlock at level 7. But if you reach level 7 in the community, you no longer will have to pay for your subscription to Sync Producer Hub. So let's hit level 7. Let's go. So yeah, man, definitely a couple major wins this week. Super excited. Let's see. I'm still waiting on my royalty check. This time of the quarter, you know, it's funny because I start to see all of my ASCAP, my BMI people get their royalty checks, and I just have to wait, you know, to see what new placements have come and all those sorts of things, analyze the numbers and all of that exciting stuff. So I'm just waiting patiently. So yeah. Miguel says no, but for real, I'm aiming for level 9 for that AI course. Indeed, man. Yeah, it's some gems in there. So shout out to everybody joining the stream, man. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. I will answer as many as I can over the next hour. I also reached out to, remember we were talking about the whole like AI in music, and my buddy had got he has some music like that's triggered like 4 different copyright claims. So I reached out to him, and he's actually going to be on the podcast to chop it up with us soon. So yeah, you definitely don't want to miss that, because yeah, that's a whole conversation. It, like, I just want to hear from him, like, in real time, like, bro, like, what was going through your mind? What are you like? What I just want to pick his brain. We got to talk to him. So, yeah, I'm gonna have Dave on the podcast soon, and we're gonna catch up on that whole AI fiasco. So what's up, Veteran Beats? Good to see you in the stream. All right, so news I came across. I was just not aimlessly. I'm usually pretty purposeful when I get on social media, because I only follow, like, you know, a handful of people. But I was scrolling through, and shout out to my homie Jay Nolan. He had posted this news, and this is where I learned about it through him, and then I had to look up the article, because I was like, what he was telling me about it was insane. Like, I was just like, nah, bro, like, this can't be real. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let's answer a couple questions, and then we're gonna dig into what I learned this week. And yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Janelle says, thoughts on that pitch. Is it worth it? I think that pitch is worth it. I use that pitch. Actually, I've been submitting a lot of like ambient piano stuff to them. A lot of stuff has been accepted into some non-exclusive libraries, and then I've had some stuff accepted to exclusive libraries as well. The thing I like about it is that, especially if you're trying to get into, like, there's some libraries where you just can't get into, like, they don't have like an open submission thing. That pitch allows you to kind of do that, and I kind of view them as like a distributor for sync, where, you know, I can have, you know, certain styles of tracks or whatever kind of briefs that they have, you know, upload those tracks, and then they send out to multiple different publishers, and then that's it. Like, my work there is done. Their upload process, ultra simple, takes like 2 minutes. So I like that. It's just really clean. It's really simple. And, you know, it just kind of quickly distributes to multiple libraries. So especially if you have, like, obviously they have like exclusive things, and they also have non-exclusive. You know, if you have like a bunch of non-exclusive stuff and it fits like their briefs, I say, like, go for it, because, you know, it could be pretty dope. So yeah, and they don't take publishing or like a cut of anything. Like, you know, everything is just handled through like the you just get paid directly. They just pay you directly, like however often they pay. I'm not sure if it's like quarterly, or I think it may be quarterly. So yeah, but yeah, I think they're pretty cool company. Keep things nice, simple, clean. I'm a fan of that. Music tips and reviews with JG says, hey Clint, I have gotten tracks accepted in my library, but I haven't heard about possible placements yet. Should contact my library to check on updates. If you reach out to them, what I would do is reach out with more music instead of saying, hey, have you placed anything yet? That's what I would do. Second thing I would do is just upload the tracks to like tunesat.com so you don't have to keep bugging them, and just upload those tracks that got signed to the library, and then you can track yourself if those tracks are getting placed. That's the quickest way to find out. Most cases, libraries aren't reaching back out every time to like let you know about a placement. They're just usually too busy to do that. So yeah. Yep. So I see for some non-exclusive, they ask you to register the tracks with the pros. Is that a thing? Yeah, absolutely. Because if it's non-exclusive, usually, you'll have like your main registration, and then other libraries, they may add like a prefix or suffix to it, sort of a retitle, or they may just name it something different altogether, so that they can kind of track whatever on their end. So yeah, that's a thing for sure. Miguel says, I joined using and started uploading non-exclusive lo-fi music under my second alias, Aerosonic Music. My 2 uploads started getting into libraries. Super dope. That's dope. All right, let's talk about what I learned this week. Let's talk about what I learned. All right. So when I was scrolling through Instagram, I came across a post that Jay Nolan, the real Jay Nolan, posted about Roblox and DistroKid in this newfound love partnership that they put together. So I looked up the article on musicbusinessworldwide.com. And I was just like, okay. So let's read it. We'll kind of skim through it. I may not read like this entire thing. Actually, it's not that long. We'll skip around. How about that? All right. So it says Roblox strikes deal with DistroKid, but indie artists won't be paid any money from it. I'm sure if you haven't heard of Roblox, Google it. I'm positive it will pop up and it will rank very highly. It's a thing. Many of you have heard of DistroKid. They're a music distribution platform where you upload your music. They send it to Apple Music, Tidal, blah, blah, blah. They, send it all over the place for streams and online music sales and things like that. And they've been catching some heat lately just on like a couple things, man, that people aren't rocking with. So anyways, revenues at gaming giant Roblox are soaring. Forecast to hit 3.5 billion with a B across the course of this year. So like Roblox is making money, period. Like, 3.5 billion. Come on. It says, but indie artists hoping to earn any of that money for the use of their music on the platform might want to look away now. Roblox has struck a new partnership with DistroKid, MBW has discovered, which is Music Business Worldwide. The pact enables DK's artists, DistroKid's artists, to make their music available to Roblox's 80 million daily active users. That's a lot of people. Only there's a catch. When said artist's music is played on Roblox, guess how much they will get paid? Type it in the chat if you have a guess on how much artists will get paid. I kind of already gave it away in the title, spoiler alert, but yeah, they will be paid $0 for the privilege of having their music played on Roblox. G5 says 3 cents. That was quite generous, G. Rachel says 1 cent. Janelle says 0.0001, a fraction of a cent. All of these are generous numbers. Him Downstairs Music says a penny. Man, shoot, a penny wouldn't be bad. They're getting paid $0. Roblox is partnered with DistroKid to launch an invite-only beta program that lets independent artists opt in to having their music distributed to the gaming platform. As per the opt-in form attained by MBW, indie artists signing up for the beta program are granting rights for Roblox developers to use their music on a gratis basis. That means free in the sync world. If you see gratis, that means free. Now, I've done a lot of gratis things in sync. However, the gratis that I'm used to means, and you'll see it a lot for like instrumental music, it means you don't get any upfront sync fees, but you still retain writers' royalties. 100% of those, unless you did some splits or whatever. But you get royalties. So every time that music airs, yeah, you didn't get anything up front for them to like sync the music, but every time it airs, you get royalties every single time. Replays, other countries, and those royalties add up. So you end up getting paid. Depending on what network, I mean, I had one placement on like NBC. Yeah, like one airing on a major network, it was like $300, right? On the flip side, Auntie Oprah had something placed on her network. You know, it was a cool 15 cents, right, per placement. So it varies widely. But you get paid. You have the opportunity to get residual income from that. This, however, this little sketchy thing Roblox and DistroKid got going on is it's gratis. Like this, hey, you ain't get nothing. Because listen, let's keep reading. Elsewhere on the opt-in form, artists are informed that opting into the beta does not guarantee your music will be added to Roblox. That's fair, which is at their discretion. Artists must also own 100% of their publishing rights, and this is the kicker. Jay told me this, and I was like, oh no, this is trash, bro. Artists must own 100% of the published rights and not be registered with a PRO such as ASCAP or BMI. That part is the trash part, because gratis, I'm like, okay, listen, you getting your music in front of like 80, what they say, 80 billion people. That's a lot of people, right? It's a lot of ears, you know. People Shazam, people, you know, I don't know if they credit the music or whatever. I don't know what the details are on that. But that's 80 million daily users. So, yeah, okay, exposure is there. However, we're talking about intellectual property being synced to a video game and not being able to see royalties from that. Now, in the traditional video game industry, it is common to have your music in a video game and not receive royalties from that video game. That we understand that in sync. You know, especially like video games on, you know, on your PlayStations and Xbox and things like that. A lot of times there's only the upfront sync fee and then no royalties on like video game sales or anything like that. But you get a decent upfront sync fee, right? To at least make it worth it. Plus you get the exposure. It's cool. Like my thing is, yo, there's exposure, there's upfront sync fee, and there's back end royalties. I have to at least walk away with two of these joints. We not about to walk away with only one. I want at least two. If it's going to be exposure, I want either some upfront or some back end. If there's no exposure, I want some upfront and some back end. If there's like, you know, I just need two. Give me 2 out of the 3. So they're not getting any upfront money. You can't even register with now. I don't know if they're saying they can't be registered at all, or if the works that they're opting in to this whole Roblox thing can't be registered. I don't know, because I know there's some other companies out there you can't even be affiliated with the PRO, period. So it's crazy. And then they quote, DistroKid is always looking for new ways artists can be discovered and make their music available. But it's just like, bro, that's trash. Or I'm sorry, it was Amanda that said that. I'm sorry, Amanda, you're not a bro. Sis, that's trash though, because okay, like discovery is one. I mean, we can get on social media and be discovered. The issue and the problem that artists have with continuing to be able to make what they want to make, how they want to make it, and without being like drained mentally and physically from working another job that they may not like, is because it's hard to get paid from music. And this is just making that issue even worse when you have like an amazing opportunity to give something to the indie artists who are uploading music to the platform. I mean, I think this would have been a great opportunity for a lot of independent artists to not only get exposure, but also see an extra income stream from their music being synced to games. So that's trash. Yeah, so DistroKid, let me see. The VP marketing, Amanda, told us in a statement, DistroKid is always looking for blah, 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 blah. Working with Roblox aligns perfectly with that mission. We're stoked about our collaboration with Roblox and can't wait to reveal more soon. Roblox has become particularly close with the music industry in recent years as part of the wider convergence of the music and gaming worlds. Okay, this is crazy. All three major music companies have been associated with in-game events, promotions, and partnerships with and on the platform, the Roblox platform, such as Universal Music Group's Beat Galaxy Music Hub, Warner Music Group's Rhythm City, and Sony Music's partnership with Roblox in 2021 to bring its artists to the metaverse. Warner Music Group invested in Roblox in January 2021. So you mean to tell me Roblox did partnerships with all of these majors, like all of them, and none of those artists got a dime? None of those majors got a dime? You mean to tell me they did that gratis? Nah, I find that I doubt it. Like, there's, in the sync world, Sony ain't doing nothing for free. Sony ain't doing nothing for $1,000. Like, Sony has a floor. These majors have a floor. We're not going below this number. If you don't want to pay this number, you don't get the sync, period. So I think that's messed up, that obviously there's opportunity there. Obviously these majors were able to take advantage of that in the past. And the independent artists are just left with, oh, you get exposure. It's like, we've been getting paid exposure for like a long time, since like the history of ever. And yeah, here we go again. And then it says in March, Universal and Republic Records launched a new product in Roblox, dubbed Boombox, described as an ad-supported portable music player embedded in Roblox that allows labels to launch playlists and integrate them into the gaming space dynamically. That's crazy. So yeah, man. Elsewhere. This is okay. Elsewhere in June 2022, a group of indie and major music publishers via the NMPA sued Roblox for over $200 million in damages in the U.S. Isn't this funny? Alleging widespread copyright infringement by the company. The NMPA struck an agreement with Roblox in September of that year and settled any previous claims against the platform. In other words, they was using a bunch of music and it wasn't paying nobody and didn't have permission to use it. DistroKid has previously claimed to be the world's largest distributor of independent music and estimates that it distributes 34. Yeah, we don't care about. The company says its platform is used by more than 2 million. So yeah, man, and that's basically the article. Spotify retained its minority stake in DistroKid when it received the Insight Partners investment a few months later. Yeah, man, that's fishy. So let's go to these comments, man. See what y'all think about that. Let's see what y'all think about that. G5 says gratis equals free in Spanish. It means free in Spanish. Thank you, G. Paid in winks. Lyrics of the art says, what about Make It app? Has anyone gotten paid from uploading their music? I haven't heard of it. I'll have to look into it. Rachel said, what's the benefits for producers who get placed on Roblox for gratis? Is there any incentive? Exposure, apparently. Rachel, is just, hey, your music is being played, you know, amongst 80 million daily users. I guess you can say you got some music on Roblox, I guess, on some Roblox stuff. That's not, I don't know. And listen, every placement I've ever gotten hasn't been like massive, life-changing, like a bunch of money. But I think like that's the power of licensing, is that, okay, while the Oprah placement, the track that got played on the Oprah Winfrey Network didn't pay a lot, I can still relicense that track can be relicensed to another client on another network. And then, you know, boom, I'm up. You know, it can include an upfront fee. I can just keep relicensing this music. But to opt into a deal, I don't know. In fact, they had a screenshot. I don't know if this is like non-exclusive. Let me see if please complete the form if you want to deliver your music to Roblox for potential use. So some fine print. They got like 3 bullet points. Opting into the beta does not guarantee your music will be added to Roblox. You must fully own 100% of your publishing rights and not be registered with the PRO. Music use on Roblox is currently not monetized. I mean, obviously, that's kind of the whole thing. You are granting rights for Roblox developers to use your music on a gratis basis. Email address, publishing, yeah, and that, I don't know if this opt-in goes any longer, but that was pretty much it. So like, is it a non-exclusive basis? Is it it doesn't even say in this clip of the opt-in. I'm gonna see if I got, because I have a DistroKid account. I'm gonna see if they gave me the option to do the beta. They jacking beats. Listen, Janelle says exposure, but at what cost? Tis crazy. I hope that artists are aware of this. What's the point of joining the company? Yeah, I think Epidemic Sound. You can't. Yeah, that's the one. I left DistroKid 2 years ago. Haven't looked back ever since. I'm using Amuse and currently testing 2 Lost. Yeah, 2025 going to be my year for. I just sounded like Joe Biden just now, like slurring words together. 2025 going to be my year for sync. Let's go, Popo. What's up, Michael Connor? How does TuneSat track the song you upload? Do you need a ISRC code? Nah, it just tracks by audio, like just audio fingerprint technology. So it just picks it up straight from the audio file. I just checked my account on DistroKid. I have $4.24 on there. Let's go. Coffee is on you tomorrow morning, Stanley. I'm sure it's exclusive. That would be even worse, man. Like, I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, man, that it absolutely has to be non-exclusive. It has to be. But this is the thing, though. Can it be non-exclusive truly? because they also don't want you to register with the PRO. Also, it's weird because it's not clear if they don't want that song registered with the PRO or if they don't want you as a writer register with the PRO, because that would present an even bigger issue, because now no one who's trying to like successfully work in sync can opt into that, because I mean, that's a huge part of like how we get paid, royalties. So there's just a lot of like, it's clear, but then there's also a lot of gray stuff in there. You know, it's kind of vague. So I don't know. Maybe because it's only for the, maybe even for beta though, even for beta, it like the thing that's beta is, I feel like doing this through DistroKid and it going to Roblox. I feel like that's the beta part of it, because once it's sent to Roblox and they decide to use it, that's it. It's in Roblox's hands at this point, whether DistroKid continues to allow people to opt in or not. Like, now that music is out there and it's being used by Roblox and nobody's getting paid for it. That's wild to me. So yeah, that's the news I learned this week. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. G5 says, yeah, it doesn't sound like this is for anyone who's interested in sync music as a producer. Not at all, man. And like, I hope indie artists don't get tripped up by opportunities like that as well, and just so excited for the opportunity, like, oh, like my music can be on Roblox, this could be a possibility for me, like breaking the sync. But it's like, it's not like the right way, because I mean, it's not clear if this is for you as a writer or just this song. If it's just one song, like, I mean, you know, do whatever you want, you can make more music. But if we're talking about having like a career in this, yeah, I got to be registered with a PRO. We need to collect those royalties. So Veteran Beach says Roblox customers are mostly kids, so I'm wondering what type of music they're looking for. That's interesting too. Probably all types though, man. Probably all types. But I just, man, I don't know, man. I just, sometimes these decisions that happen in and around music business and the actual music, it's like they in the press releases, you know, oh, this is like a step forward in the giving artists exposure. It's like, who's like in these meetings, man? Because it doesn't seem like actual artists are there. Because if an actual artist was there, or a producer or a songwriter, like, they would be like, yeah, so like, how do we get paid? Because, you know, for this to be sustainable, you know, y'all gotta come off of something. Like, we're not out here just making music for just to just be exploited for free forever. I mean, some people may, I don't know, but if you're trying to make a career out of this, usually careers are accompanied with income, and it's hard to get income when everybody's just like, oh yeah, let's just do gratis deals or gratis. G5 can G5 Miguel could let us know how to pronounce it properly. But yeah, perhaps some producer kids will submit songs for the flex. Hey, now listen, as a kid, that may be a flex for real. Like, yo, you know, that beat right there, I did that. That may be a cool flex. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But then now you got a whole generation thinking it's normal for their music to be used for free in video games. It's like, nah, bro. It'll be me walking up. Back in the golden days, we used to get upfront sync fees and royalties for placements like that, son. Y'all getting screwed. That's my OG voice. That's the voice I'm gonna have in a couple decades. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So I guess I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. See if it sticks around. I'm gonna log into DistroKid at some point. See if I can dig for some more information. Because yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Music makers, we make music for brands, not fans. Exactly. That's what my guy Jay Will always say, man. Make music for brands, not fans. Because, yeah, brands are gonna cut the check unless they're Roblox, apparently. So, I don't know. And I'm curious as to what the business looks like. Paid in social clout. That's about it. That is about it. Education is key. That's why I'm grateful to have some understanding of sync licensing. Grateful that you're sharing this. Absolutely, man. Y'all know, hey, anytime I'm learning something or come across something, I'm gonna share it with y'all. 100%. So let's get to some sync questions, man. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. Shout out to the legendary LW. Look forward to hearing it on the stream in 50 years. OG Clint. I'm gonna change my handles to OG Clint and everything. It's gonna be hilarious. I have a full gray beard. I don't know. That'll be I don't know if I'll. Who knows what? Yeah. Let's get to 50 and see what the world looks like. Then see if social media is still around. I think no, because you label yourself as someone who works for free, right? I mean, basically, like, and I mean, I'm not like, there's a time and a space to like work for free, right? Like, I'm not anti free work all the time if it makes sense and it can be leveraged in some way. Yeah, but like, we're digging into rights, you know what I mean? Like, intellectual property and copyright law. Like, you own something, someone wants to use it and sync it, you deserve to be compensated for that, period. It's up to you if you want to take the compensation, but that should not be free. Because I guarantee you, Warner, Sony, Universal, you think they were like, hey, we just want to be nice companies and just offer our catalogs to you for free. Here you go. It's for the kids. I doubt it. I doubt it. Not when Roblox is, they're not some, small startup. I mean, they're making billions as we read in the article. So yeah, so if you guys want to look, check out that article. It's on musicbusinessworldwide.com. Just Google Roblox and DistroKid partnership or whatever, it'll pop up. Exactly. No, they ain't doing nothing for free. So yeah. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. Shout out to my Sync Producer Hub members. If you guys have any questions or want to come up, just raise your hand or type it in the chat. Yeah. Yep. So this week I just been plowing through, working on this anthemic hip hop sports album for a publisher. I think we got 2 songs. We knocked out a 3rd song this week. I just finished a 4th beat, so that's about to be sent out for lyrics. So yeah, so we're like halfway done. because it's like a seven song project. So been knocking that out, and yep, just going through the revisions, the same old. Any go-to sound plugins that you currently use in your productions? I've been using, which one I streamed live when I was creating last night. I have been using, what's the name of that thing? Heavyosity. Let me see if I can look it up. It's one of their instruments. Symphonic Destruction. I've been throwing that in everything lately. It's just some great Brahms, like some really good stuff, man, to like just add that edge. It's great for trailer stuff, great for like cinematic stuff. Been using that a lot. So that's been a heavy go-to for me this past couple months with just briefs that I've been working on. For the ambient piano stuff I've been doing, my go-to for that has been the IK Multimedia piano verse. Man, just some nice textures coming from that plugin. Spitting all over the mic. So that's been a go-to for that stuff. Because it's, man, like you can really, the way they have it set up, you can really dial in just like some custom sounds and textures, and just really do some cool things with that. So I've been loving that. So that's been a heavy go-to for me as well these past couple weeks. Yeah. Him Downstairs Music says, in order to register with the PRO, do you need to have an LLC? No, you can be an individual and register as a writer. You can even be like, say if you have a publishing entity, you could be a sole proprietor. You don't necessarily have to be an LLC and register. So no, you don't have to have an LLC to register with the PRO. Yes, Heavyosity has some great stuff for sure. What do you think about TuneEdge? I like TuneEdge. A lot of my TV placement mastery students have gotten deals through TuneEdge. I have a deal with TuneEdge. I've gotten a placement on NBC, Grand Crew, through TuneEdge. Got some upfront sync money, some royalties from that placement. So yeah, I rock with TuneEdge. Absolutely. Speaking of TV placement mastery, man, the students inside this group that I'm working with currently are crushing it. Super excited. We are a few weeks away from pitching. The exciting news is I have 8 slots for the next group that has opened up. So if you want to get your first sync publishing deal within 90 days, cut out all the fluff, get straight to the stuff that works, go to tvplacementmastery.com, apply, because it's invite only. Everyone can't be a part. And I only work with literally like a handful of producers because I'm coaching each and every one of them personally to get them to that at least the first sync publishing deal. A previous producer that they recently graduated, he ended with like at least 3 deals. And literally, like as we speak, he's probably working on some albums. Like he hit me up, it's like, bro, so I have like 3 projects for publishers to knock out. How do you balance that and manage that? So like, even after we finish up, like I'm still kind of, cheering them on and like kind of giving them advice here and there, just to help them on their journey. But it's fun, man. We have a good time. We meet every week. You get the information, but you're getting like, a process, and I'm walking you through a whole process. I'm showing you. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. So tvplacementmastery.com. Apply because we're going through applications now. We're hopping on calls with producers, and those slots fill up really, really quick. They'll be filled up over the next few weeks before we start the next group in September. So if you want to be a part of that next group, you're out of excuses, you're stuck, you don't know why you're not getting publishing deals, TV placements, the TV Placement Mastery may be for you. So apply, we'll reach out and hop on a call and see if it's going to be a good fit for us. So yeah. Submitting to them now. What was it? Marmoset. Yeah, check out Marmoset, another great company. Cut all the fluff, get with the stuff that works. Facts, man. Like, there's a lot, like, yeah, especially if you've never done this, like, at all. It's you don't know, like, what you don't know. So, like, I mean, you can hop on Google, free information everywhere. Hop on Google, but what are you searching if you don't you don't know what to search? You've never gotten a placement, you don't know what not to do, what to do. So you just get hit with all the information on the internet. You're trying to filter out what's old, what's relevant, what applies to you, what applies to completely different lanes in sync, because it's not all just like one blanket thing. Like, this is how you get all the placements, the video game placements, the sound design, the TV, the video game, the ad, not the Roblox, obviously. So there's so many different things, so many times where you could just be inside your own head and just not know, the next steps to take. So that's what we help you out with on like with just a hands-on approach. So yeah. Thank you, LW, for dropping that in there. So yeah, just click on that at TV Placement Mastery, fill out that application, and then we'll reach out if it's a good fit. But yeah, man, let me know. Drop some questions. We got a few more minutes. In like 10 minutes, we're gonna start our live music reviews from the Sync Producer Hub community, seeing if their music is ready for TV and film. Last week was crazy. Yo, I'll talk about it when we start that stream. Some funny stuff. But G5, I see your hand is up. Let's bring G5 up.
Hello.
Boom. Yeah. What's up, man?
How's it going, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. GOOD.
Nice.
I'm good. Question. I was wondering, in your experience, does or has song title made a difference in getting your music accepted into music libraries?
I think so, because think about it from like an editor's perspective, right? And say you've gained access to this whole catalog of music through a publisher. They're like, here's a link, you can search whatever you need.
All right.
They are going to search words, moods, keywords first, right? So if I can name a track something that has those keywords or that mood or feeling or something like that in there, or at least a title that would make you feel like, okay, this seems like this will be something. Let's talk about Dreamy Piano, right? If I named a track Dreamy Piano, I'm going to use that. That's a great title, actually, for one of these ambient tracks. But you name it Dreamy Piano. Like, what do you think when you hear Dreamy Piano?
I just something that's kind of like, I don't know, smooth, maybe with piano with reverb on it.
Yeah,
Kind
like
of,
some nice, gentle, ambient piano with a
right.
lot of reverb, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's how they're thinking. So when I'm thinking of song titles, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm an editor and I'm searching for music, what's going to make it easy for me to identify what this track could sound like? You can also get fun with it and just come up with the most outrageous title to just stand out from all the other titles and just make somebody laugh to where they're like, I have to see what this sounds like.
Right.
So you could do that, but that's the approach I like to take, man. It's just like if they're looking at a list of tracks and they're looking for something specific, what's a title that's going to stand out and say that sounds like something that will fit what I'm looking for.
Right. Is it something that you come up on your just kind of just come up with on your own through brainstorming or because I use Chat GPT when I can't come up with any extra ideas,
Hmm.
but I don't know what's your process for just naming songs? Is it just pure brainstorming or um
I honestly, I don't even think too hard about it. Let me see. My last several tracks in Logic, um, well, those have lyrics. Um, Stay at the Top, Delicate Memories,
mhm,
like Delicate Memories, Enter the Island. That Enter the Island was something. It was like it was a trailer, like a tropical island trailer for like you know movies on islands. I guess you know what I mean. So it had like a lot of like tropical instruments,
right.
Caribbean kind of stuff. So I name it Enter the Island. A
Okay.
soft touch, gentle evening. I literally just come up with these names just on the fly, like when I'm saving the
Okay.
track.
Okay.
I don't think too hard about it. Fine
Right.
tranquility, calm sand. I named the one calm sand because I seen the word sand in the
Right.
the piano patch that I was using.
Mhm,
So I just threw sand in there. The calm is the feeling. That's the mood. Gentle,
right.
that's the mood. Um, so yeah, fine tranquility. It's a tranquil, peaceful track. So that's
Right.
that's what I do, and I just throw like another word or so in there.
Okay. And one last question regarding the same thing. Do you find it can tracks be too wordy to track titles?
Yes, like I usually don't go past 4 words. Stay at the top is 4 words.
Okay.
That's usually the most I'll go, and like a couple of those words got to be short. But usually
Right.
I'm around 2, 3 for the most part.
Okay. Just wanted
Yeah,
to kind of like optimize the song for like when people see the title, it's like, okay, yeah, I want to see what this sounds like just because I need to see or hear what this sounds like because of the title, you
yeah,
know?
yep,
And so, yeah.
yep.
Okay. Cool,
Good
cool.
questions.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, really good questions. Michael Connor says to add to G5's question, does artwork usually appear in their searches to make your music stand out even more? Artwork is one of those things where it's like it depends. Like some companies, if you're doing like all the uploading, like a stock music site, then artwork could come into play. Excuse me, but for like a lot of the publishers that I've done work for, usually they're kind of doing their own artwork for projects anyway. So I've never really had to worry too much about it. Um, so yeah, but I absolutely believe though that fire artwork is just definitely eye catching. Even like the artwork that I see publishers do, like there's some publishers where it's like, bro, y'all need to hire somebody else because y'all artwork look like it's from the early '90s, and then there's some where it's like, yo, this artwork is fire. Like I just want to look at the artwork, forget the music. So I think artwork is huge, but usually most of that stuff is handled by the publishers. So let's see. We got time for one more question here. Jacob says, as an instrumental composer, the name or title comes first for me. Oh, this isn't a question, this is a statement. Or I start with a storytelling draft mind map and then go from there. That's what's up. Like if you submit via Disco, playlists that have tracks with artwork all help with that presentation element. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Do libraries fall into the category of publishers? Yes. Yes, they do. Libraries are essentially publishers that specialize in music for sync. So yeah. And typically they, once you sign with the library, they typically collect publisher shares of royalties, and you'll do, a split on any upfront sync fees as well. So yes, they're essentially publishers. Yes, the music I like needs to tell a story, but we can also write on an emotion or theme. Example, elevator music. Facts. 100%. So yeah, so that's it, y'all. This was a great convo. A great discussion about things that are just wildly happening in the video game and DistroKid world. And yeah, so let's keep an eye on that. I'm gonna do some further digging. If I come across anything, we'll come back, we'll reconvene, and we'll figure this thing out. So if you're on YouTube, stick around. We're about to do live music reviews. I'm excited about that, and come back to that stream. It's gonna pop up on this channel, this YouTube channel, and come back because I got something funny to share before we start the music reviews. So that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.